What do you do if it's like just super crazy and dumb?
Like
you took a million classes. Let's say you're in class with someone, you get up and do a scene, and they're just not good, and you know it, and you want to be good. Like this teacher doesn't necessarily like you yet, and maybe you're in your head about yourself, and you came to class, you want to have a good scene, like you need it, and you step out, and this idiot comes out with you, and you feel bad about even thinking that.
Right, and it's going to happen. And I want to talk a little bit more about this once Achilles answers. But
and maybe you even know you shouldn't think of it that way. You're like, I shouldn't think of that. I should value everything, but I just know it. This person's no good. They're going to give me a load of crap, and they initiate something that is just like really broadly performed, and they're just like, oh my God.
And you can't even tell. Yeah.
Look at, my cockroaches are talking to me. What do you say?
My instinct would be to just match that silliness, not to straight man it.
Sypha's fixing my microphone, which is amazing. Hey, I'll do this.
Yeah, my instinct is not to call it out as an unusual thing, but to join it in a way that is accepting of whatever insane thing that person was doing. And then hopefully from that agreement, there will be some way for me or the other person to like find some specific game in that, or just find some specific just like fun thing if everything seems broad and
I don't believe you.
Weird. No?
It sounds insane.
I would agree with that. I think I was just saying this to a class yesterday. I feel like I think I say this at least once per class that I teach. Like, you're going to be, this is a little side note, tangent, but like you're going to be in a class with that kind of person. You know, that kind of, like if you take enough classes, you're going to be in a class with the crazy person. That
enough classes? Almost every class.
Yeah. Well, I've had classes that person doesn't exist in.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I think it's more common than it is not common.
No, I agree, but it's not in my experience. It isn't in every class, but I've taught classes with that person and been in classes with that person. The kind of person where they step off the back line and like everybody just kind of looks at each other and prays that they don't have to be the one to step out.
Yeah,
and I always encourage people in my classes to be the person that steps out. With that person.
Yes, you do want to do that.
Yeah,
because that's what is going to make you a better improviser. Is
also,
that person look good.
It's a bad habit to think of people that way because you'll start to think of more and more people that way, and you'll be wrong. Like, you'll think of some people as being crazy or bad, and they're not as crazy or bad as you think, and they're actually doing a lot of things that are good, but you don't see it yet because you're not good enough yet. Like, that'll happen. Or at least it's playable in a way that you don't appreciate.
Yeah.
So whatever is quote-unquote bad about them is irrelevant. There's enough to play, so you shouldn't even worry about it. It's a hard place to get to.
Yeah, I think the ultimate is, and I've been telling my classes this recently because of 3-on-3 is going on right now, and there's these wild card teams that are just randomly selected.
Sure.
I think the ultimate for an improviser is to be experienced enough where you can literally have somebody just walk in, never done improv before, never seen improv before, and do a show with them, and it turns out really well. To have like the skills to make that work.
To be accepting enough of somebody else's ideas or presence to just be able to say yes, or to, like you said, to ground something, to be able to ground something that they're saying in some kind of reality.
Yes.